Again, if you look back at what we did so far, you will notice a pattern in our narrative. In the first 2 weeks, we discussed what brought about the Industrial Revolution and how the world escaped the Malthusian trap. Then we moved on to the consequences of the Industrial Revolution. One of the consequences was the massive reduction in working hours and the massive increase in leisure time since the onset of the 20th century. Now, this shift in the work-leisure patterns was a result of individual decision making. So to understand this decision making, we developed models of static constrained optimization. However, notice that people in these constrained optimization models are acting selfishly. They don't consider others in their preferences or their constraints. What we'll learn this week is that this is not entirely the case. People are sometimes selfish, but they're not entirely selfish, and they do consider others when making decisions. Importantly, the decisions others make will affect our own optimization process. So this is what we'll be discussing this week. How does your own optimization decision affect others, and how others affects us? More specifically, we'll discuss if there are some side effects from acting selfishly. There will be effects from on both other people around us and the environment in which we all live. Then we'll see that when maximizing their own welfare, people often act strategically. This means considering what other will do before we decide about our own actions. This thought process is necessary because other people's actions will often either change our preferences or will affect our constraints. So it's useful to think about what is best for us in case they actually do affect them in any way. This is what we mean by thinking and acting strategically, and this week we'll learn how to do it. Finally, we'll find the equilibrium in those strategic interactions, social interactions. In other words, we will predict what the outcomes of those interactions will be. By the end of this week, every one of you will be able to model what's best for them, given what's best for others, and we'll be able to predict the outcome of the interactions between rational economic agents. The novelty of this week is that we're beginning to think about the rational economic agents as participants in social groups which have their own rules, and not just as a collection of or simple summation of individually rational people and firms. So keep watching to learn more about the exciting topic of social interactions. Thanks.